Hey everyone, it's Cash Account again, coming back to you with a new video. Today I'll be doing a Phantasm Spiral Adventure deck profile. Before I get into it, if you enjoy the videos I put out, I need your help in growing my channel by remembering to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks a lot, and without further delay, let's get into the deck profile. Phantasm Spiral Adventure is a great and cheap alternative option for climbing rank in Master Duel, with its ability to activate Phantasm Spiral trap cards from the hand and or graveyard to catch the opponent off guard. And with the Adventure Token engine, the deck gains additional combos that work seamlessly with the Phantasm Spiral archetype. Now let's get into the card by card. First up, we have our vanilla monsters, Mega Smasher X, and Phantasm Spiral Dragon, the star of the show. These two cards are pivotal in activating our trap cards from our hand. One part of the equation, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Next, we're going to go into the Ash Blossom of Joy Springs. Pretty much if our opponent activates a card that goes into a deck or sends a deck card from a deck to the graveyard, we can negate that card's effect. Next is our first Adventure Token card, Water Enchantress of the Temple. If you control an Adventure Token, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can banish this card from your hand or graveyard, add one Rites of Azmir from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If you control an Adventure Token, you can place a field spell that mentions Adventure Token from your deck face up in your field spell zone. You can only use each effect of Water Enchantress a Temple once per turn. Great card to have. I can understand why they have two of them, but I wish I had more. Next of our Adventure Token cards is Wandering Griffin Rider. During your main phase, if you control no monsters or control an Adventure Token, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. When a card or effect is activated while you control an Adventure Token, quick effect, you can shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, negate that activation, and if you do that, destroy that card. You only use the effect of Wandering Griffin Rider once per turn. This card is a great Omni Negate, but I only have it as a one-of because I don't really need too many of them in this deck. Next is my one-ofs, which is my Rangeki, destroys all monsters my opponent control. My Harpy's Feather Duster, destroy all spell and trap cards my opponent controls. And Terraforming, I can add a field spell from my deck to my hand. Next card is Card of Demise. Until you have 3 cards in your hand. Also, for the rest of the turn, after this card resolves, your opponent takes no damage. During the end phase of this turn, send your entire hand from your to your graveyard. You can only activate 1 Card of Demise per turn. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this card. Now this card is a great card in this deck because I mostly have spell and trap cards in the deck anyway. And if I were to activate this card, I probably didn't have anything to special summon anyway. So, great card. Just a little bit situational, but just if you play at the right moment, it can pretty much save your game. Next card I like to play in this deck is Heat Wave. At the start of the main phase 1, neither player can normal summon or special summon an effect monster until the next draw phase. This pretty much shuts down Flannery's. They can't normal summon, setting doesn't really help them. It's great, phenomenal card. I've had people rage quit just from the sight of the card. Next up is Unexpected Die. If you control no monsters, special summon 1 level 4 lower normal monster from your deck. This allows me to special summon my Megalo Smasher X from my deck. Another card I love to see in my opening hand is Pot of Extravagance. At the start of your main phase 1, banish 3 or 6 random cards from your extra deck face down. Draw 1 card for every 3 banished cards. For the rest of the turn, you cannot, after this card resolves, you cannot draw any cards by card effect. Now, most of my cards add cards anyway, so these are my only draw cards I have in the entire deck. So, and also what makes this deck really cheap as well, you don't really need an extra deck. So you can just fill your extra deck with random monsters and to banish off of this card's effect to draw 2 cards. Next up is Rite of Azmir. Gotta work on that. If you can control no adventure tokens. Put summon 1 adventure token, Fairy Earth, level 4, 2000 attack, 2000 defense. Then, if you do not control a Faithful Adventure, you can place 1 Faithful Adventure from your deck to face a mini spell and trap card zone. You cannot activate the effect of monsters on the field the turn you activate this effect, except special summon monsters. You can only activate 1 Rites of Azra-Mizar per turn. This card gets out your adventure token and adds this card from your deck to your spell and trap card zone. Great card. Understand why there's 2 still. Like Water Enchantress, wish I had more of them. Now these 2 cards is a great 2 of the great cards in the deck because it works with almost all the cards that are non-effect monsters. Because as you can see with the first Phantasm Spiral Grip, equip only to normal monsters. That means your adventure token, your spiral token, or your normal monsters. It gains 500 attack. The equipped monster when the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can put on 1 Phantasm Spiral Dragon from your deck, hand, or graveyard, and equip this card to it. Then inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. You can only activate the effect of Phantasm Grip once per turn. Next card is Dracoback Dragon, Rideable Dragon. Equip only to a monster you control. You can only control 1 Dracoback, the Rideable Dragon. You can only use each effect of the following effect of Dracoback Rideable Dragon once per turn. While this card is equipped to a non-effect monster, you can target 1 opponent's monster they control. 1 card your opponent controls. Return it to the hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 adventure token you control and equip this card to that target. So not only recyclable, it can be equipped from your hand to any normal monster or token. For the field spell, we play 3 of Pacifist, the Phantasm City. This card name is always treated as Umi. You cannot normal summon or special summon effect monster the turn you activate either of this card's effect, even if this card leaves the field. Once per turn, if you normal or special summon exactly 1 normal monster, and no other card, add 1 Phantasm card from your deck to your hand. If your opponent activates a card with effect during the damage step, you control no token, you can special summon 1 Phantasm Spiral token for Waveorn type Water 8, 2000 attack, 2000 defense. So allows me to search my Phantasm cards, and if I ain't got no monster on the field, I can special summon a 2000 Beef Stick as well. Next is Supernatural Danger Zone. It's one of my favorite tech cards in the deck as well. That reads: if a non-effect monster is special summoned to summon face up, except during a damage step, you can target 1 card you opponent control, destroy it. That's spell or trap. If this card in the own position of the spell trap card zone is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 non-effect monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You only use the effect of Supernatural Zone once per turn. Next is Faithful Adventure. Once per turn, the first time a monster you control equipped with an equipped spell will be destroyed by battle is not destroyed. You can only use the following effect of Faithful Adventure once per turn. During the main phase, you can add 1 monster that mentions adventure token from your deck to your hand, then send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. If a monster is normal or special summon, you can take 1 equipped spell from that mentions adventure token from your deck and either add it to your hand or equip it to an adventure token monster. So this is a great card to add your Water Enchantress to your hand, or if you already have Water Enchantress in your hand, Wand of Griffin's also a great choice as well. Next is our Phantasm Spiral cards. Both of them require you to have all normal monsters on your side of the field, and with the added benefit that if you have Umi on the field, you can activate this card from your hand. This allows you to destroy 1 card on the field, spell or trap. This one allows you to target 1 monster your opponent controls, allows them to lose 1000 attack, and it negates their effects as well. You can banish this Phantasm card, right? Phantasm Spiral Battle from your graveyard to equip all Phantasm Spiral equip cards to a targeted normal monster. This you could banish this Phantasm Spiral power to equip one equip spell from your hand or graveyard to an opponent to a normal monster you control. And for the last few cards, we have Metaverse, where I can take a fill spell from my deck and either add it to my hand or activate it. Solemn Judgment, if a monster would be normal summon or a spell trap card is activated, I can pay a half life points, negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Skill Drain, pay 1,000 life points and negate all face-up monsters on the field. And last but not least, we have C Stealth Attack. While Yumi is on the field, I can activate Yumi from my hand or graveyard to the field, and if Yumi is on the field, once per turn, I can banish one water monster from my side of the field. My spell trap card cannot be my face-up spell trap card cannot be destroyed by my opponent's card effect. And if level 5 or higher water monster is attacked by an opponent's monster, that monster is automatically destroyed, and that effect is not a once per turn. And as we talked about earlier, there's no significant monsters in my extra zone. You can put whatever you want, and because they're going to be banished off Pot of Extravagance. Now let's go into some replays. Alright. Alright, here's my first replay. There we are. Show you card by card. Yep. Brown's first problematic card. Just add insult injury. We'll summon his second problematic card. Now this match I kind of wanted to show y'all that you don't always need your field spell to win. Sometimes you just you have to use it to bait out your opponent. Draw 2 cards, terraforming, activate it, let him get off his effect, and destroy all his monsters. Summon that. Boom. Summon that. And boom. So not really worried about any card that can destroy all my attack position monsters because I have Griffin on my side of the field. Not too worried about that at all. Alright. And now it's slowly starting to sink in that there's nothing my opponent can do but lose. And rage quit. Alright, and next replay is this one. Alright, let's see what he got. Not too bad of a hand. Alright, about to hit off against these pendulums. See what he got. So I can keep up with what's going on. Sometimes you gotta beat out that monster effect to draw his monsters. Phantasm Spiral that. him. Nope. Guess he didn't read the fine print. Send to the graveyard. Summon him. Destroy that. Let's send back to the hand. And that's game. Alright, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Take care.